Now, before I begin, I'm going to make use of the description so well. So if you don't know how to open that, this is how to open a description. All you need to do is at the bottom here, where the title of the video is, you could tap on that and it opens you to the world of the description. Everything you need to know about descriptions on this video or wherever I say in the description. Now that's done, we're going to have a good catch up to the OnePlus Nord. And I finally got the video I wanted. I finally got to show you guys the video I wanted. The OnePlus Nord, hence the color. Okay? So yeah, OnePlus Nord color. So you understand why I'm getting the video properly on this Nord blue color right here. Now that's out of the way, we're going to catch up to the Nord. I'm not going to give you a history. Nobody likes history all that way, except you want to go into it, and I'm going to leave the links to the history of the OnePlus in the link in the description. Now, OnePlus, for what it is, it's a flagship device. It wasn't a flag back in the day, but right now it's a flagship device, so we have to acknowledge that fact. Okay? Now, the history is going to be in the description. I'm going to leave the link to the history in the description. OnePlus, when I say flagship, I mean flagships are those devices that are out there at the top 10 or top 5 out there. You know, okay, these ones, they're expensive and they deliver a lot, they have a lot to offer. Those are flagship devices, and OnePlus happens to be among them. The name OnePlus, that's it, finished, no other addition to the name. Now this is, I need to run you down. You don't just wake up one day and hear of the OnePlus Nord. Sorry about that, I would have brought out the video, but I didn't know how to start on that. That's why I had a couple of bad days over there. Out yet officially, so I have to like build up confidence. Now it's out, I have enough confidence to make this video properly, because you could get your hands on it and we're going to see it here. They also produced, or they did their launch date on augmented reality AR. Now AR doesn't support all smartphones, but some smartphones support AR, or most smartphones support AR. Now augmented reality is simply showing you things in your own space, like you could touch them but you can't really touch them, but they make them as real as possible. So anything you mention or you hear about AR somewhere, I also leave the link to the description of AR down there, so you could get ideas on what AR is. Now the OnePlus Nord launch wasn't AR. That is to say, you could be in your house and you watch it like it's in 3D. You could go around the stage or whatsoever. You could check around all of this. You're going to see what I'm talking about. Okay, so it was done in AR, and that is the first ever smartphone launch in AR. Now it's not so hyped as you think, because this is a budget friendly device. The approach, okay, stop here. We won't go into the approach straightforward, but you need to know what OnePlus is, right? So this is, I'm not going to the history, like I said. This is OnePlus train, like the chain line of how OnePlus has made their devices, and they have been evolving day after day. So this is it, yeah? Just look over here, you see that this is the OnePlus One, this is the OnePlus 2, this is the OnePlus X, this is the OnePlus 3, this is the OnePlus 3T, this is the OnePlus 5, this is the OnePlus 5T, this is the OnePlus 6, this is OnePlus 6T, this is the OnePlus 7, this is the OnePlus 7 Pro, OnePlus 7T, OnePlus 7T Pro, OnePlus 8, OnePlus 8 Pro, and they have 5G. Yeah, you've been thinking if they have or not, they have 5G. Now OnePlus 8, here is the funny thing. After the OnePlus 8, there's OnePlus 8 Pro. The next thing we wanted, or you should have thought about, is the OnePlus 8T, to go along with the trend. T doesn't stand for trend there, but to go along with the trend of after the Pro, the T comes along. But instead, they decided to take a new beginning. The blue, a new beginning, OnePlus Nord, flagship, junior brother, mid-range rather. This is like a mid-range flagship. It's amazing. It has good camera. I'm not going to go into that, but it has a quad camera setup. You're going to see all of this in AR also, and it has quad camera setup. It has beautiful finishes, curved edges, proper radiuses, all around, oval shapes all around.
Going with all the specs, I started to wonder to myself if this is really a budget smartphone or not, or could we be deceiving ourselves? But what can I
It's just a
say?
very wonderful experience with the OnePlus Nord. Now, I haven't seen all of this line from 1 to the 8. The next is the NORD. Now if you notice in the OnePlus 1, 2, X, find X. What is X? What do you think X is? You can leave your comment down in the section, because you notice that along the chain lines of what I mentioned, the numbers are incomplete. So if you know what X is, you can leave a comment down in the section there. And who knows, you may get something for it. But just leave a comment down if you think you know what X is. This is like, it's not like math anything, it's just there. You could just sense what X is already. So with all of that, you know that X, there's X somewhere. Leave a comment down there and I will respond to that. Yeah. Out there are devices that are expensive, flagship. Now these flagship need mid-rangers, but not so weak to get everybody up there but not keep them down below. Now the mid-rangers, I'm going to use 4 companies including the OnePlus, so that's 4, 3 and the OnePlus there, with their flagship specs or their flagship phones and their mid-range, so you could get the approach of where OnePlus is coming from. So I'm going to make mention, there's so many smartphones out there, but I'm going to make mention of Samsung, the iPhone, the Google, and the OnePlus themselves. So I'm starting with the iPhone first. Let me start with the iPhone first. This one is different. It's an iOS device. There's the iPhone 11 Pro Max. That's the flagship. It's the best, latest, and the greatest. Then the flagship of the Samsung is the Samsung S20 Ultra. The flagship of the Google is the Google Pixel 4 XL. The flagship of the OnePlus is the OnePlus 8 Pro. Now, what are their mid-rangers? The mid-range of the iPhone is the iPhone E 2020 second generation. The mid-ranger of the Samsung is most likely, Samsung has a lot of devices, but Google for the M series and the little A series, they're about AS series, A30s, A20s, all of that. The Google has their mid-range to be the A series, starting from the Pixel 3a. It's not diminishing all their qualities, it's just reducing the build material and giving it better, or not better, giving it much more qualities to be able to adapt to that high class but not take you also low. Now OnePlus Nord, this is the approach here, is bringing you into the market, bringing OnePlus into the market of this mid-range big kids. Yeah, I said big kids. They are big kids because they are not as cheap as you think, and they are not as expensive as you think. So they give you the middle price, like in between, so high and so low, but it's worth it. Trust me, it's really worth it. So if you don't go all over 500,000 naira to buy all of that, you could just go for the middle side, 100 and something, saving yourself 400, 390 something. It's worth it. So from here on out, this is the OnePlus Nord. It's simply approached at getting themselves into the smartphone price friendly era, the mid-range, with all those iPhone SE, Pixel 3a, and all of them mid-range boys out there. It's amazing because OnePlus didn't do this. Yeah, but so this is their new beginning, as in their video. This is their new beginning, and it comes in 2 colors actually: Nord blue, or some kind of fancy name, and black. And they call it gray, but it's black. Okay, so I'm happy I was able to finally bring out the OnePlus Nord video to you. So this is the OnePlus Nord in AR. I'm going to talk about the camera and the build quality properly. Every other info is going to be in the description. Thank you for watching that, and let's get into the AR first before I say my pieces out. Okay, now
Shout out to GSMarena for their specs tabulation. One funny thing about the AR is it's not as real as you think it is, so follow well. On the left side you have the branding OnePlus, and on the top you have the nods all over the place going upwards, and like I said, it's not real, so it's not on this table one bit. It's just in augmented reality. It has a blue finish like I said, and it has quad camera setup with a hole punch display housing 2 cameras. We're going to get back to that, but let's look at the build quality here. On the bottom you have a SIM card tray there, the USB-C and speakers split into 2 portions, but everything is all in shape, pill sized. And on the right side, that should be a power button here, and the volume rockers. Let me go a little bit closer there. Okay, Then on the left you basically have nothing besides the slider for the notification. Now these are the specs to the cameras here, from the selfies to the quad camera setup out there. They did a really good job with this device, though it's a budget friendly device and it doesn't feel like it, but it is a budget friendly device. This is only AR, like I said, so I can't really touch or feel. You could see the phone floating, so you'll be sure that that's not real out there. I think that concludes it. It's a very beautiful phone. For more specs, you could check the link in the description. This video was actually shot in a cafe. Since it's AR, I don't really need to be in the
Now
studio.
that is done, thank you so much for watching this, and we hope the OnePlus Nord excels, the OnePlus Nord 2 excels further than the OnePlus Nord 3 excels further than the 2, and all of that. And we have more better ranges of devices to get. So yeah, this is the OnePlus Nord. See you guys in the next one. Stay sharp. Subscribe. Leave a comment. I have a new Facebook page for feed. You could do that. And I'll see you guys in the next one for it. Peace.
Give me groceries and booze. Give me FaceTime with my friends.